Hey guys, Prowl 1701 here. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Season 13 Blu-ray Pyramids of Mars. I did watch it with the updated special effects. Of course, the full version with the updated effects. I was just curious what it looked like. And not all of the updated effects from Trial of the Time, or whatever it's called, the Tales of the Tardis, have made it over. The Tardis at the beginning, when it's flying through space, it's no longer that shot from Shada anymore. I don't think they added in the shot of Mars. I forget actually if they added in the shot of Mars from Waters of Mars. I actually don't remember. The scene in part 4, when Scarman is on Mars and he's opening the door and he turns around and tells him to kill the doctor, and the door kind of closes back behind him in the original version, is still there. So they fixed that in Tales of the Tardis so it didn't look like the door was trying to slide back. And they left the original shot in with the door sliding open. And I don't really care for that. That's always bugged me slightly. Just a little nitpick. But I do like it with the updated effects. Of course, the time corridor or time tunnel is the more modern, updated effect, which looks really good. Even if, again, I think Russell had originally forgotten that it's not the time vortex, it's a time corridor. That's all another story, but the effect looks good. The scene when the Doctor is using the sonic on the pottery to disable the force field, they still kept in that green glow, which I like. The scene at the end when Sutek makes the hologram of the TARDIS appear, that's still intact, which I also like as well. So I think those are the main updated effects I can think of right off the top of my head. I think there's one or two they also kept that I was looking for. But it was an enjoyable experience. The updated effects work well for it. I can watch it with the original effects or the updated effects. I don't really have a preference, although I still wish they had left in the scene when they fixed the door, like I talked about when the door didn't slide back open. When Scarman's like, kill the Time Lord, or whatever he says. I've always liked Pyramids of Mars. It's one of the best Doctor Who stories ever made. You have good performances from everyone. Gabriel Wolf is fantastic as Sutek. I have raved about him so many times in the role. The way he does that quiet, whispery voice. The dialogue does a really good job of communicating how deadly Sutek is when the Doctor is talking to Lawrence and Elizabeth, or Sarah. And then later, when they're going to get the blasting caps, and he's explaining to her to Sarah, and they're like, even your lot can't stop me? He's like, yes, even my lot. It took the combined power of 740 Osirans just to imprison him. So I like, I like that the dialogue communicates that effectively. Tom Baker it's just one of Tom's best performances. He's just so good in the role. There's a little bit of humor he puts in there. There's some anger he puts in there. There's a sense of urgency he has to him. And he can come across as callous. It's not that he's callous. It's that he understands the danger. He understands the stakes better than anyone. It's like he tells them and they get it, but they don't fully get it the way he gets it. That it could be the death of everything in the universe. Not just Earth, everywhere. You know, and I like that Tom is very much not a human Doctor. He's kind of the opposite of Tennant in that regard, which I like better. I like a more alien Doctor. You know, when she even says that, I was like, oh, you don't even see him? And he's like, human? And she's like, oh. And then she's like, a person has died. And he immediately goes, 4 people. 5 if you count the professor himself. I know I have to worry about millions. It ties back into the 12th Doctor, Peter Capaldi, in Thin Ice, when she's like, have you seen a lot of people die? Yes. Well, how come you don't get upset about it? He's like, because then more people die. And that's very much the case in point here, is the Doctor doesn't have time to mourn these people dying. He has to worry about trying to keep everybody else from dying. Everybody else from dying. And I love his performance in this. Elizabeth Sladen, of course, is amazing. She gets the serious parts right. She gets the amusing parts right. I like when she's they have such a good rapport. Tom and Elizabeth have such a good rapport together. They have such a good chemistry. I'm a Time Lord. I know you're a Time Lord. I'm not a human being. I walk in eternity. I'm like 700 and something years old. Oh, middle-aged then. Yes! Just a little banter there. And the bit about how he talks about how one sneeze could sever everything off. And she's like, oh, maybe he sneezed then. And Tom's just like, I love them together. They are my favorite Tardis team for a reason. They're so good together. The greatest Doctor with the greatest companion. Of course, it's always nice to see Michael Sheard back. He does a wonderful job. The actor playing his brother, Marcus Scorman, oh, he's great. Considering he's having to basically play a walking cadaver. His performance combined with the makeup sells that. Of course, again, Gabriel Wolf, absolutely amazing. I loved in the Road to 13 when they meet Gabriel Wolf, who's got to be 92 now? And they put the helmet on his head, and he actually does it. Kneel before the might of Sutek. Chills. Like, he went into the voice with that helmet on, just chills. Chills. It's like, good Lord, he's still terrifying. He just really sells it, especially when he's really in episode 4 a lot, just sells it. Good cliffhangers all around. Love the location work. The location work looks really good. This is probably the best looking of the restorations on the set. A huge improvement over the DVDs. Keeping in mind that the DVD came out early in the DVD range, around 2004. So, the consequence of that is that it has more primitive restoration because of the technology at the time, which of course has gotten better over the past couple decades. So, I think they actually went back to the original D3 tape and did a fresh restoration there, which is, it looks good. I mean, Pyramids has never looked this good. The location work looks really good. Like, you can't even really see the grain. It's really impressive what they did with it. And the faces don't really have the AI problem that some of the other stories do. They look good here. Good combination. Also, the guy playing Warlock, I forgot to mention him. I like him. He's a very, false entry, so I like him, that he's a very determined person. I enjoyed him in this. And I love the ending. This has arguably my favorite ending in all of Doctor Who. Definitely one of them. Just the way he wins by using his brain, by outsmarting Sutek. And that he only won because of Sutek's own arrogance and hubris. The fact he let the Time Lord go because he didn't think him important enough to bother with. Well, he thought he was dead, but still. He wasn't even worried about him. He's insignificant. And the Doctor was able to outsmart him by trapping him in the tunnel, which is a clever way to do it. You know, you have a tunnel that has basically a way out here, and then it's all wall till there. So you're simply going down this corridor from one point to the other, but the Doctor keeps extending the corridor so Sutek can never reach the end. Moving the goalpost. And it works. It absolutely works. It's a fantastic ending. I love how Tom realizes he got him and he's outsmarted him. No, the time of the Osirans is long past. Go. I hate that the go is kind of covered up by the no, but I like that go as he sends him away. It's really awesome. So I love how everything comes together in this story. The studio work looks gorgeous. The location work looks gorgeous. And then the story just, you can tell it's Robert Holmes. And it is basically a page one rewrite from Robert Holmes. And it feels like it, that wonderful Bob Holmes dialogue. So you have just everything, that perfect storm of everything coming together. I mean, Patty Russell's an amazing director. Just that perfect storm of good writing, good directing, good set design, good acting. And it all came together to be one of the best Doctor Who stories ever made. So Pyramids of Mars, have you watched it on the new box set? What do you think of it? The restoration looks really good. Probably the best restoration, in my opinion, on the box set thus far. So I want to know what you think. Comment down below and let's talk about it. Don't forget to click the like button as well. And the subscribe button. I also have a link to my Patreon down there. My sinuses are acting up. Link to the Amazon wish list. Link to the Amazon UK wish list. All that fun stuff. I want to give a shout out to some of my top tier patrons. Colin Coney, Unknown289, Finn Perkins, and Androzani Major. I appreciate their support, as I do the support of all of my patrons. Most importantly, thank you for watching.